'Twas the night before Halloween, and I realized there is no better time to tell the tale of Jack of the Lantern. There are many stories about Jack, many explanations to that snickering face. Some say he was a blacksmith, others describe him as a drunk or a thief, or both, but they all say that one night Jack met the devil. Now Jack was a clever man, witty and shrewd, but kindness was not one of his virtues. In fact, he was well known for trickery and deception. He had a way of getting people to do his bidding or give him the things that he desired. "A silver tongue Jack has," people said. On that fateful night, the devil walked the earth, as he sometimes does, and he happened across two men complaining about Jack. "I still don't understand how it happened," one of them said, sounding shocked and annoyed, but somehow also impressed. "What possessed me to pay him?" "It's that silver tongue of his," said the other, nodding understandingly. "Just the other night he tricked the innkeeper for a full meal and a dozen drinks. He's a devil, he is." Well, that perked the devil's ears. Silver tongue? A devil? That sounded like a promising soul. Curious, he went and found Jack, who was wandering the streets. Jack was contemplating his plans for the night when a dark figure appeared before him. "Jack," the man said, "it is time." Perhaps it was the menace in the figure's presence and the finality in his voice, or perhaps the slight odor of brimstone. But Jack knew immediately who was before him. It was the devil, and he has come to take his soul. Jack's lip began to tremble. "I knew this day would come," he said miserably, looking up the frightening figure. "I don't suppose I could have one more drink? I was on my way to the pub just now. It's very close. It won't be long at all." The devil considered. He was in no hurry this night, and it is true that drinking often leads to misbehaving, and misbehaving often leads to sin that needs to be punished. Why, he would never stand in the way of sin. "All right, we shall go to the pub," agreed the devil with a wicked gleam in his eye. "You can enjoy your last night of drinking." Jack smiled meekly. He led the devil into the pub and started ordering drinks. "This is my favorite pub," he admitted to the devil after 2 drinks, "because they didn't throw me out yet." He laughed raucously. "The devil and Jack walk into a bar. There's a joke in there, there is." He giggled after the 4th drink. The devil just smiled. He could wait. Few realized it, but the devil was a patient, devil. He had time to watch misconduct and sin accumulate, and then he would have eternity to punish. Jack was all but rolling on the floor now, laughing with strangers and snickering at his own jokes. "Last call," the barkeep voice sounded, and the devil perked up a bit. He had patience, sure, but there was nothing better than getting that soul you've been waiting for. Jack ordered another drink and drunkenly fumbled for his wallet, but after a night like this, it was empty. He eyed the drink longingly, seemingly about to give up, when excitement filled his face and he turned to the devil. "Devil," he whispered excitedly, "they say you can take any form you want. Is it true?" The devil looked him over with slight annoyance. "Yes, it is true." Oh, would you turn into a silver coin so I can pay for my last drink?" The devil was clearly indignant by the idea of turning into a coin. "Since when do you care about paying your bills?" Jack laughed. True. But the barkeep knows me. He won't give me a drink unless he sees some coin. And besides, he leaned in and whispered with a glint in his eye, wouldn't it be funny when you disappear afterwards and they all fight about it? The devil considered Jack's offer. It would be amusing, and this wicked little play did not bode well for Jack's soul. Very well, he smiled slyly, and poof, turned into a coin, landing in Jack's outstretched hand. Jack could hardly contain himself. I'll just put you in my wallet till it's time to pay, he said, and slipped the devil coin into his wallet. But what's this? A strange sensation came over the devil. Not the strangest of being a coin, another one. Flabbergasted, he realized that there was a small crucifix in the wallet, and its presence took away his shifting powers. Oh, poor devil, are you stuck? Said Jack in a surprisingly sober voice. Let me out at once, commanded the coin devil, but Jack just chuckled. Oh no, I don't think so. Not until you promise to never take my soul. He waved goodbye to the barkeep and left the bar with the devil in his pockets. For some time the devil fumed, though he had to admit, only to himself of course, that he was also rather impressed by Jack's deception. Finally he conceded, and promised Jack that his soul will never enter the gates of hell. Jack let him go then, immensely pleased with the success of his plan. Many years later, death came for Jack, like all mortal things, and so his soul came to the gates of heaven, but they would not open for him. Needless to say, Jack was not virtuous to begin with, and the devil's promise made him fearless to add sin upon sin. Frightened, Jack ventured to the gates of hell, looking for a place for his soul. Oh, poor Jack, are you stuck? Said the devil mockingly. Here, he tossed a piece of burning coal at Jack, to light your way in your travels, and he turned his back. No amount of pleading made him come back. He was a devil of his word, after all. Finally, Jack gave up. He picked up the coal, but it was too hot for his fingers, so he carved a lantern from a turnip and placed it inside. His soul, banned from both heaven and hell, was doomed to roam the earth forever. And night after night, through town and field, forest and seaside, centuries passed as he continues to wander, alone but for his turnip lantern. So if you happen upon a mysterious light out in the forest or moor, you can say hi to Jack, but don't follow the beacon. It seems even centuries old, Jack still likes to play tricks and lead travelers astray. But those are other stories, for another time. For now, have a happy Halloween.